Hey guys, it's Orlando with Filmmatic, and today we're traveling out to Texas City. In about a week's time, we have a music video that we're going to be producing. So today I'm going to show you a little bit of what we do when we go scout. I have a couple of apps that I use. I'm going to show you all about that. And then we're also going to show some of the cool locations that we're hopefully going to work out. We've been working with the city of Texas City, and we have a permit with them, and we have to get insurance. And I'm going to go just through all those steps and follow along as we do that. All right, peace. Bayshore Park, which is right by the Texas City dike, where we're planning to shoot the majority of the project. We're just kind of scouting around here, looking to see if there's anything out here that we could do. But for locations, when you're showing up to a set, you always do the scout for several reasons. One of them is logistics. Logistics is essentially you're trying to figure out if you might need restrooms, where is the crew going to park, where are they going to meet beforehand. At the Texas City dike, we actually have to pay, I think, $10 per person or per vehicle. We'll find that one out. This here is literally 2 blocks down from the entrance of the Texas City dike. If the other park that's 2 blocks down is packed for some reason on a Wednesday, then we tell the crew to meet here, and then we all ride together and I get everyone paid. But yeah, pretty cool. Check out this US Air Force freaking plane here. And there's one right above us too. And apparently this is the birthplace of the US Air Force. No idea. Crazy, right? So this might be something cool that we can end the day with, and we're outside of the dike and maybe the sun is dropping. So that's the next thing. Sun Surveyor, if you've never used that, that's what we use to see which way the sun is dropping or dipping during the day. So let's check that out. Yeah, I'm getting hit up by the Texas City. I guess they're trying to make sure we can get the permit and all that for today. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you Sun Surveyor. Let me record this. So here, there's some pretty cool stuff about it. Right now, I'm seeing where the sun is dropping. You can see that it's positioned there, and it's going to drop behind. So we know that when we're filming out during the project, somewhere around, like the sun's never going to drop on this side. The sun comes up on the side behind us. So it's possible that if we do want to get some kind of shot where we have the sun coming up with the water, we can do it. We just have to do it early in the morning. And on this side is literally the opposite from where we're at. As you can see, it looks a little bit clearer. The only thing you do see is that this is like the ship channel area. So you'll see ships crossing through on this side. They're a little bit closer on the other side here, but there's plenty of room for us to park and to kind of just section off an area to be able to film our performance or film something. But it's cool because we're getting a little bit of the elements. I think this would probably work out for like broken down car. We can shoot out this way, or we can even shoot out more that way. We have enough to where we can shoot, towards or backwards. And then we also have a couple of shots where we're kind of just pointing onto the street, and he's like traveling down the highway. And what's cool about the Texas City dike is that it's a 5-mile stretch. So we can change scenery as we move along and get a bunch of these like traveling shots all the way through. So yeah, pretty interesting. We'll see what they say. Hopefully they're not pulling permits on us. The thing about it is that it does get a little tight on the edges, so we can't have all the cars. So yeah, we would have to park somewhere in the middle, and then like we all jump in a car and like move around or something. Or they wait while we get the shot. Yeah. Okay, so another app that I'm using is called the Cadridge app, Cadrage. The Cadridge app allows you to choose your camera system, and then it allows you, which we're using the Alexa 35 for this one, 16:9, and then we're going to go to the Canon FDs. We're going to be using Canon FDs here. Prime's done, and then it allows you to. It pretty much becomes your viewfinder, where you can your rangefinder, where you can see what all we will be filming. So this is what we're getting here in this location on a 24. which works really, really well. And you can record at the same time. You can go through the different focal lengths that you have. This area is really nice. Let's see. This area is really nice because not only do we have the more of the beach, like crashing rocks and stuff like that, we also have on the flip side, we pass a little area of greenery, and it looks like it's extending out a little bit more. So it's nice, gives us enough area and space to be able to film something cool. So I'm gonna take a couple of different shots here on my viewfinder just so that I know if we can get a couple good frames. The reason why I chose to come on Wednesday is next week we'll be filming on Wednesday, and we're trying to do a couple of shots where you kind of see this here where cars are just kind of passing by, but really it's our talent. He's driving and you're gonna see different moments. So right now you'll see a car kind of pass by. Essentially, we're looking for that shot, but with our talent just kind of crossing through different areas. Since this is 5 miles long, then we can show like different change of scenery, either shooting out this way or shooting out opposite of this way. The other cool thing is that it's very, very chill. Like on Wednesdays at this time, like, I mean, there's probably been like 3 cars that passed by in the past, like, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And even now, what's also great about it is I can literally be on the road. And I can see a car coming for days. Like there's one coming down, but I can probably count to 45 seconds before it would even hit us. So pretty good, a lot safer. It's not a super busy road. Most people here know to drive like 10 or 15 miles per hour, so pretty chill. Here's another breakout spot. Looks like there's some greenery. We're gonna walk up and around, see if it looks like a cliff or something. The homie Uzi and McSteady, they have a techno crane, and they're gonna be bringing it out for us, and we're trying to find a good spot for that. It's just not level here, but I think the other spot is nice for that, but this is definitely something kind of unique and pretty, and I think it would work very, very well for a shot. I don't know what shot yet, but probably a performance or something like that. If you're liking this kind of content, I drop a video every single week, whether it's showing a little bit of my vlogs, build outs, and a bunch of different things. I am a cinematographer based out of Houston, and I'm well versed in narrative, commercial, short form, experimental, and a bunch of other cool things. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Let's get back to it. My BTS person in the background. But yeah, pretty cool space. So the question a lot of times is, what do you do for scouting, like in terms of like billing and stuff? Well, there's a couple ways that you can go about billing this. For me, honestly, on this project, I'm not making a ton of money, but we get to use a lot of cool toys, and I get to use it for marketing. Now I'm using pretty much everything as a backdrop to my YouTube and the things that we're creating there. So for this one, normally I just bake it in. I bake in my scouting. I mean, I get to take the woman out for a quick trip to the beach, which is not too bad. We get to go and relax a little bit, but we also get to meet people from Texas City, work with the city, find out what their permit process is like. So there's a lot of like benefits to this, because all of a sudden they see us do these creative productions. They learn I'm only 30 minutes away, and maybe I can put in bids to do projects for them in the future, So there's a lot of things that you kind of have to think of when you're doing these things. So a lot of it is like try to bake it in. Normally for scouts, for like bigger productions, they pay you half of your day rate. I usually try to get 3/4 because there's no written rule on like what you need to charge. But those are commercials. Those are like working with companies that have a ton of money, When we're working with independent artists, like, you normally don't see that kind of money, but because of the resources, the partnerships, and things that I have with different people, and how we do make money on bigger productions, then I can use some of these bigger bells and whistles for our project. So even though it's going to look expensive, it's not, but it's going to be worth it. So far it's looking like it's working out. Yeah, but I think we got what we needed here. Okay, cool. And there's what you call it, it's all around. So porta potties everywhere. We have another scene where we have our subject driving. And normally for that kind of stuff, we like having things closed down. This is, I think, Skyline Drive, which they have this really cool lighthouse right here. But it's kind of a one-way, and it's pretty chill enough to where we could do a build out on the camera, do a car rig on the side, let them go down for quite a bit, do the whole song, and then come back and reset the other one, have them go down and do the whole song again. And since there's really no traffic here, I mean, it's an ideal situation, and it's beautiful. I mean, the backdrop of this side is even better, so I like it. It's a great option. Once again, thank y'all so much for checking out the channel. Really appreciate everything that you guys do, following, subscribing, all that cool stuff. Our next goal for this channel is to get to 3,000 subs. We just got to 2,500 2 weeks ago, and we're super excited about that. And if you like this content, like I said, I drop a video every single week, and we have a lot more dropping really, really soon. All right, guys, we'll be talking. Take care. Peace.
Oh, yeah.